What's up, everybody? 40 the Broadway saying here, and I got a special, kind of different video for you guys. It's gonna be on Eversoul. I'm gonna warn you guys that it's not my normal family-friendly content, only because I have a very special guest joining me live. You guys have probably heard about him before. You guys have heard me talk about him. He's a really good friend of mine, and we finally got to meet up. I would like to introduce to you my good old friend, Nasty Asti, Astinosis, fellow streamer, fellow content creator.
What is up, everybody? Nasty Asti in the house. King Lou thoughts. Been a fun day. Gotta wake up this morning at I was up at I think 5:10. Had to catch the train, then on a bus. It was delayed, and then me and 40 went and crushed a leg workout. That was a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was a good working those muscles, because we're gonna have some fun later tonight, meeting up with some friends to celebrate my birthday while they're making this video. But
Potentially clap some cheeks. And
we'll see, maybe. But what are we doing with Eversoul today, Asti? What are we doing?
So we've been talking about doing various Everboobs. I call it Everboobs, as people know. We've been talking about doing collab videos on this, and we've just been kind of like, oh, what to do, and then we're like, you know what? Let's do a waifu list. Now, this is honestly going to be really challenging, because for anybody who's ever played Everboobs knows that all these characters are extremely well designed.
Yep.
They're all extremely likable, and so we're gonna put ourselves through the ringer, because part of me was like, is there only one waifu, or are there many waifus? Because as you see there, the waifu tier list, that's not just that they're a waifu, that's who you're trying to wife up and spend your days together.
Yeah.
But it's like, can you have more than one, or can you have, it's tough. We might end up having to add some new stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to find out, because just like Asti said, a lot of these characters have really, really phenomenal designs, and you're just like, wow, and then you take a look at what they're bringing, if you know what I'm talking about, and it's really hard to decide just on one. So there's going to be a lot of them that might end up being on that waifu tier. So the tiers we got waifu, which is the one that Asti said you're going to spend your life with. What about baddie? What does that stand for?
Baddie just basically means that, you absolutely would clap the cheeks, or let them clap your cheeks, if that's how you like to do things. Basically, you would absolutely just, devote enough of your time. Not necessarily wife them up, because maybe there's something about them that might not make the best life partner for you, but still you would, enjoy a bunch of rendezvous.
I agree with that one. And then date night is kind of like, you're going to go on a date. Maybe it's like a one night thing, but it's just like, you're cool, but that's about it. Yeah. And then the last one, that's a child. I mean, that's self-explanatory. We don't mess with that. Anybody on that's a child, you don't mess with that. No, that's not how we run. But I guess we'll start off with the first character, Renee. I say she's date night. I don't know about you.
I feel like Renee is underrated. I would absolutely beat the cheeks at least once. So I would potentially agree that date night is probably a good spot for her. I appreciate that she's a fist fighter, and then you guys know me, I love Tifa, and when I think of fist fighter baddies, I think of Tifa, but Tifa's absolutely waifu. But I would say it's a toss-up for me between baddie and date night, but considering other characters on this list, I would agree that date night is fine. But all I know is those cheeks are getting clapped.
For sure, yeah. It's date night for me too. I mean, she's cool and all, but I just don't see things going anywhere beyond that. You know what I mean? Of
course, the other issue is that we've not really seen enough of her personality. We have yet to see her love story.
Yeah.
So we don't really know enough about her. I don't even remember anything remarkable about her in the story.
Yeah.
So that's my take.
So she could potentially change, but for now, we're gonna put her at date night. Okay, we got one of the OGs, Lindsay. So Lindsay was one of my favorites when she first came out. I still really like her, but seeing her from the story, I kind of want to put her at baddie. I don't think she's somebody that I see her as okay, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with you, just because she's so serious.
She's uptight, yeah.
Yeah, she is, and I don't know, she's I admire her, we'd clap the cheeks, but I'd put her at baddie. I don't think she's wife material.
Got him to say it. Yeah, I can agree with that. She's definitely got that goth vibe going on that I really, really appreciate. and despite the lack of certain assets, yeah, I would agree, definitely a baddie, and she definitely comes off as some kind of power bottom for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So baddie for Lindsay. Chloe, we might have differing opinions on this. Let me hear what you got to say.
This is a tough one too, because I really it's like she is very genuine. She is also comes off a bit immature.
Yeah.
So I do think that she would potentially make a good partner in life. However, the maturity level would weigh on me. Maybe she could change. I don't know. I don't know enough about her love story. I know it's available. I've just not prioritized her. And I have to at least, at minimum, give her baddie status because she's got great booba and she's effectively Zelda.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah. Definitely above date night because she seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Actually, my opinion about her is actually a lot more similar to yours than I thought. But yeah, I don't see her as waifu because my issue with her is her maturity level. She's too childish at times, and if you're looking for like long-time partner, you want somebody that can resonate with you when it comes to maturity. If they're too much of a child, where Chloe can be like that, if you look at her story and stuff like that, that could weigh down on you. But I definitely would give her baddie because I mean she's also a tank. I mean,
yeah,
she's the frontline damage, and if you're able to like soak in all the damage for your allies and like stay alive, I mean that to me is pretty badass. So I'm gonna put her below Lindsay, but she is in the baddie tier. Moving on, who's that again?
That I believe is Clara. I mean, she's got good booba. She's bubbly. Again, the issue with her is I don't believe she has love story yet. Excuse me. The bits I've seen of her, especially in like the recent events, she's definitely a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I feel like she could potentially be like a life partner, like a waifu. But it's tough to say definitively because we don't have her love story yet. But she does look nice. She's obviously attractive. I mean, most of these characters are attractive, with the exception to the bottom tier. Yeah, I would be probably really compelled to give her a waifu tier potentially, because like, but it's hard to say though because at minimum baddie because she's got the assets for it. Yeah, she definitely comes off as a sweetheart, and I don't notice any maturity issues out of her, so maybe waifu.
Yeah, I think for her, I would say low tier waifu, like lower tiered waifu. One, I don't really know much about her. I hardly use her, but like judging on her design and also the story that we did get from her, especially there was that one event that featured her.
Yep.
She does come off as like a sweetheart. Like, you know, she's a sweetheart. She'll take care of you. She'll make sure you're okay. Like she's not mean to you or anything. And we'll get to some of the meaner characters later on. But yeah, I'd say like lower tier waifu. I don't think she has that spiciness that gives her the baddie sense. But I do think that she'd be in the waifu status.
I just realized we're missing a tier.
We are?
Yes.
Uh-oh,
we're missing Step on Me tier.
Oh. Where can we?
But where would we put that? Like, cause it's like same level as waifu, but different, you know? And I think you know exactly at least one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe
for
actually
sure.
two.
No,
Step on Me.
Date nights should not be there. Date nights like a right. I think baddie. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
So Step on Me is basically its own little special category.
Yeah, definitely. And there are a few characters that fit that role. Nini.
I feel like that's a child.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. She looks. I mean, she's taller than Petra, but she still has a very childish look to her. So
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that just because she has no boobs. I'm saying that she just looks super young. And again, we don't really know anything about her because she does not yet have a love story.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would feel kind of weird doing with some of these characters having a love story, but realistically, none of them are actually kids. They're all like hundreds of years old, but
Yeah.
their design makes it.
Their appearance. Yeah. I'm with you on that. I think she's a child. I don't really have much interest in the character too, so yeah, her design to me looks very young compared to the rest of the cast. So yeah, she's gonna be our first That's a Child. category. Moving on to Prim. I think Prim is actually kind of fun in her own way.
She is a very, for someone who's undead, she's super bubbly.
Yeah.
Like she's always happy. She's got great assets, and like she's all about like making people have fun. And I don't know, like it's a toss up between baddie and waifu, honestly, because like I'm halfway I think through her love story, and she's a compelling character.
Yeah.
And she's the only healer for the undead, and she's a strong healer.
She is a strong healer. Yeah, I agree with that. I actually kind of see her kind of like another Clara, where she's a sweetheart, likes to have fun. I don't think she necessarily has the persona of a baddie, but more so of like, I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
If you're with me, expect to have a good time. And
I mean, she looks like a baddie, but
yeah,
she doesn't have that baddie attitude.
Yeah, no, not like Lindsay or some of the other casts. I'm gonna put her a little bit above Clara, just a little bit, just because I think she's probably a bit more fun to be with than Clara.
And she can create parties.
Yeah, there you go. She can create parties. Who's this again? Is it?
That's Claire.
Claire. Okay, I sometimes get her name and Chloe's mixed up. So, what do you think about Claire?
So Claire is hiding a lot more cake than we realized. I saw that when I unlocked her costume, which I always appreciate that. I don't know that I would call her waifu tier or even baddie. Like she absolutely could get it, but she's definitely not a step on me. No. She's at minimum date night. Because the problem is, my issue with her is, well, for one, I think she's actually not playing for the same team. Because if anybody's done the Honglan story, that came off as very lesbian, which no issues with that, but it's kind of weird that a love story that's meant to be with the savior was really more about those two being flirty. So at minimum date night, I would absolutely clap the cheeks.
Yeah, I see. I almost wanted to put her at baddie, but only because of how she was towards Honglan. I'm like, no, I don't know about that. So
yeah, she kind of lacks, despite being like the general or commander. She's kind of lacks a bit of confidence.
I will put her above Renee.
That's fair.
We have more content about her than Renee. Until we see more of Renee, I'm gonna put her a little bit above Renee. Catherine.
She also hiding some cake. She was hiding some serious cake. That caught me off guard. I was like, holy crap. All right. Honestly, I feel like she would definitely be a waifu tier.
I 100% agree. Definitely. Kind of like these two up here. But even more so, I feel like there's something motherly about her too, which I really appreciate. Yeah,
she will absolutely care for you.
Mephi.
See, this is a tough one because she's got a very childlike appearance, but she's also like what, 1,000 years old or something.
And she's more mature than some of the childlike characters.
It's a tough one. She's got a very strong personality. Like she comes off as, in my opinion, very confident. But it's like I can't give her step on me vibes because she's tiny. Yeah. I mean, I guess that realistically that doesn't matter, but it's a tough one. Because I feel like she would make a good partner in life. Like her love story is decent. Yeah. But my issue is that just her appearance. I know there are very, very petite women out there. It's a tough one. I really like her. But it's just based off of her appearance, it just makes me question. Yeah,
her appearance is what really throws me off, because her appearance almost looks like a child, but then her maturity and her love story as well, it puts her a little bit. I kind of want to put her at like.
Maybe we need another tier of, is this legal?
Maybe, like where should we put that?
Probably above That's a Child.
Okay, I don't know, below.
Or maybe is this safe?
Yeah, is this safe? All right, yeah, that's fair, because like even date night, I would kind of just be like, I don't know, like you're sweet and all, and you're mature, but your appearance is what's throwing me off the most. So yeah, I'm gonna put her right here, Mephi. Oh God, Sherry.
See, for somebody like me, Sherry would probably be waifu because we would get drunk all the time and clap each other's cheeks silly. But that's also not very responsible. Yeah. So in my younger years, I probably would have wifed her up immediately. But being that I'm almost 40, no pun intended. I would have to give her baddie status. Like, I would absolutely like beat those cheeks raw, but and be homies with her, but nothing more than that.
I'm gonna give her baddie status too. Again, the whole drinking thing, a little too excessive, so it's a little irresponsible when it comes to like long-term life partner. But in terms of fun and also like, I mean, she's a freaking pirate chick. I'm gonna put her right here.
Yeah,
I'll put her right there. I mean, who doesn't like to have a good time with a few drinks, right?
Yeah.
So we put her there. Oh,
Vivian, step on me.
Yep.
That's straight step on me.
She's kind of an antagonist in like some of the content. Like, you actually have to fight her, and she gives you like, you know, they kidnap Talia and stuff like that. Yeah, she gives me those total vibes too as well. Like domineering, like you adhere to her. She's not gonna take any from the savior directly. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree that 100%. Dora.
I'm gonna say, because they gave her really big boobs, but is that safe though? Because kids develop at a much younger age. Like, I remember even when I was in high school, some girls looked like Dora. I mean, and these days it's hard to tell. So I was like, is this safe?
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I'm gonna put her below Mephi, only because I appreciate Mephi's maturity.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we don't know anything about Dora. I don't think she's even been in the story.
No, she hasn't really. They haven't really released much content or any like story content or so I guess we'll just have to find out.
There was also a tweet where they called her a child soul, which I'm gonna guess that means she's a new soul.
Yeah.
Because
maybe we should move her lower.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a child. It's just as her body.
Yeah, because she's so developed physically, so it's like I still think this is safe is the right spot. Yeah.
Lower end is
hard.
The safe. Yeah. Haru is an interesting one.
So I actually would put Haru at waifu tier, because she is like, if anybody has played some of the content and the story and everything, for one, she is another one that's hiding some cake in that outfit, in the original outfit, and that new outfit, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, that new outfit's awesome.
And there's, even from the get-go, there was always something about her that I appreciated, especially because she's like a ninja, and she uses that very complicated ninja weapon.
She's also a guardian, isn't she? Like a forest guardian?
Yes. And even in the story that she was in, that event where we were able to unlock that content, that costume, she comes off as like very serene, very caring, and careful. And I really feel like she would look out for what's best for you and help you, like, no one's ever going to get to you because she'll just assassinate them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I liked her story too in that event. And I do agree that, you know, she comes off more of being like, you know, long-term partner, waifu. She'll care for you, and she'll make sure that you don't get hurt. So definitely putting her at waifu, just a little bit above Clara.
And we don't have her love story yet, but no, I imagine it's going to be pretty good.
Nicole, I want to say is baddie.
I would even give Nicole, I don't know, there's something about Nicole that makes me want to say waifu, but we also don't have her love story.
Yeah.
It's just because, has she even appeared in any bit of the story at all?
She has, when you first encounter her with Haru. She helps Haru defend the forest. She's another forest guardian.
I mean, I would go either baddie or waifu, because I mean, she's obviously very sexy. I feel like if we knew a little bit more about her, that would probably promote her to waifu. Like, I remember when I texted you and I'm like, dude, I don't know who to ascend between Nicole and what was it, Naya, and you were like, your heart says Nicole, but the smarter choice would be Naya.
Yeah, for the meta purpose. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to give her baddie until we hear a bit more about her. I'll put her right here, because we don't know we need to know a little bit more about her. Who's this again?
That's Suni, and that's a child.
Yeah. I was like
What's funny is that, if I'm not mistaken, she calls Jiho in her own chapter 1 love story, she calls her a boomer, which seems so out of place in this game.
That's so weird. Yeah, that is so odd.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a child. We don't even need to like talk much about it. much about Suni. She's definitely a child. Is it Isla?
Ira. That's she's got step on me vibes too. Like, dude, that first scene when she like jumps on you, you know, when she's like purring at you and on top of you, I was just like,
yeah.
Oh my god,
And
take me now.
She was in cahoots with Vivian too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going here for sure. Flynn?
Flynn annoys me. Like I would probably give her date night. Well, that's the thing. I would say more, is it safe?
Yeah.
Because physically she seems okay, but she just agitates me because she possessed so many of my pools. Every time I was like, oh, epic. It was freaking Flynn.
Yeah, I don't really.
And she doesn't have a love story yet either.
I don't really care for her too, and her appearance, I would say she goes here.
Yeah, is safe because, like, she has a somewhat mature body. However, look at the face. Like, we don't.
Yeah, it's like it's hard to tell. So I'd say this safe is a good spot for her for now. What's her name?
Arusha. If we had love story that told us more about her, I would probably put her in waifu because, like Prim, she is very, very, very bubbly. So she seems very happy, and she'd probably like be happy to make you happy. I mean, holy crap, look how she's dressed. She already makes me happy somewhere. But we don't know enough about her, so I would be compelled to give her baddie status.
Yeah. I'm inclined to give her that too. I mean, she's not like some of the other undead that are like straight up mean to you.
Yeah.
Or like they're domineering. So I'm gonna put her down here on baddie.
That's fine.
Okay, so Rebecca, we were talking about this before we started recording. She's technically like thousands of years old, but look at her appearance.
Yeah, they basically did like reverse Benjamin Button.
It's like, I don't know. Like, honestly,
we might as well go with a child, like, just to be on the safe side.
And same thing with Talia. Like, that's a child. I mean, yeah, it's just, she's cool. She's a really good character in your party, and she's nice and everything. But yeah, no, that's a child. Oh God, Violet.
Violet's definitely step on me. Oh, step on me, please.
Oh, Eric would like that one scene with her.
Dude, I was laughing at the beginning when she's like, in the very first chapter, she just grabs your head right in her.
I know, and then she tries to like, didn't she try to poison you or something?
Kind of. She basically like, this is what I eat, and then you have a bad reaction to it, because you know she's an undead soul, so she can process it. But yeah, and then she makes you kiss her feet, like.
Yeah, like Eric would love.
She's definitely a dom. Please dominate me all day.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is for anybody who's done her love story, like she actually does like reveal a bit of a soft spot.
Yeah.
With herself,
which does.
Is a decent balance, but she still comes off as very, very domineering.
For sure.
And for anybody who's done it, they saw like how she gets mad about how Methy responds. She's like, "You guys annoy me. You're annoying."
Yeah, definitely. I think she's definitely a step on me character. It's with her love story and all that. Jiho, I don't know.
I haven't done much of her love story, but I don't know. She does come off as partner status, like waifu.
Yeah, kind of.
Because she just seems too nice to just only have wham bam, thank you ma'am, date night, and baddie status. Like, could she be a friend with benefits? Probably, but I don't know. I feel like if you started off with a friend's benefits with her, she'd probably get to like really get in your head.
Her appearance throws me off. Doesn't she look kind of like a kid to you? Or
no, she's older.
She's older?
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, she has a youthful appearance, but
yeah.
Like, she's, as far as I know, she's definitely an adult.
I'm gonna put her below Clara for the time being.
That works.
we don't even need to like talk about where Valana is gonna be.
Yeah, that's definitely step on me.
She's like, I'm gonna, I'll put her just a little bit below Violette, but man, her love story, I'm like, you can't catch a break.
Yeah, she's just angry.
Yeah.
And I realize that she's full of a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Where I think she really does love and care for the Savior, but she just got so much anger and hatred in her that it's hard for her to do anything. And it's just like the bad ending for her, she literally tries to throw herself off the ark to kill herself.
Oof. Yeah, she has it. She's an interesting one, but for sure, step on me vibes is what she's given. Honglan, we know about her little thing with Claire. But
Honglan seems very aloof though.
Yeah.
Like she's not waifu. She's too aloof for that. She's also like what, over 1,000 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think she's baddie.
I don't know. I'd have to give her baddie.
You
I'd have
think
to
so?
give her baddie because like she's look at her assets for one.
Well, yeah.
Like, she's definitely smoking. But I think she would make for great friends with benefits baddie status.
Where would you put her though in there?
Oh gosh, I would say at minimum above Chloe.
Above Chloe then, for Honglan and in the baddie status. Who's this again?
That
Mika?
is, yeah, Mika. I don't even know if that's safe. Like she's a pop star. Both her and Siha are pop stars. I would honestly like. Are they safe?
I'm gonna put these two are like always together. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna put them here. You know, like yeah, I that's the vibe that I get too. It's just whatever. Actually, I'll put them right here. I think Mika looks a little bit better.
I actually prefer Siha.
Oh, you like Sia a bit
to
better?
Mika.
Yeah, they're just I don't know. The whole pop star thing. Yeah, I'm just unsure. I'm just gonna put them there.
Yeah, I think that's
This is
safe.
safe. Jacqueline?
Jacqueline is for me. I wouldn't say step on me. I wouldn't say baddie. I would at least say date night.
Yeah.
Because, well, first of all, I mean, you could go baddie because she's effectively a robot, so she'd basically be a sex bot,
Yeah.
like a moving sex toy, effectively, or something like. But I don't know. I would start to feel bad after a while. But I think like a one-time wham bam thank you ma'am would be sufficient.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with the date night thing. Also, yeah, because she is a robot.
Mhm.
She's technically not an organic being. So we're gonna put her at date night. And then Ayame has two personalities. This one's tough.
Yeah, because the other personality is definitely step on me vibes, but her kind personality is absolutely waifu status. Like, this was probably one of the more heartbreaking / heartwarming love stories that I went through.
Yeah.
Because like from the get-go, she like loves and adores the Savior. And she even went so far to murder people for you.
There's the crazy side.
Like she
Yeah.
like went nuts because at the thought of losing the Savior, that she literally murdered like an entire town. So it's a tough one. Like it's definitely between waifu and step on me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I will say though that when you go through it, like the more angry personality starts to also soften up as well and give her a little bit more balance.
I say I'd put her at waifu, but at the bottom only because of that split personality.
That's fair.
Yeah, because she really does love the Savior, and she has a genuine love and care for him. But that crazy side is where it's kind of like there's that instability. But at the same time, it's still enough to where her protection for the Savior warrants her that long-term partner status.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm gonna put her there. Jade is waifu.
Yep. I would say step on me as well, but yeah, she's an
Yeah.
absolute, like, I would even probably put her at the top of the waifu list because like it's funny how she comes out as a like this big time merchant, right? Like she's
Yeah.
owns her company, she's rich, she's filthy stinking rich. But then Savior renders her effectively catatonic and shy.
Yeah.
And like honestly, I really enjoyed her love story. Like
Me
she was the
too.
first one that I wifed up.
Yeah.
And she's got great assets. She's smoking hot, and she'll obviously take care of you. She's got money, and
Yeah.
she doesn't care that Savior has no money. She's
Yeah.
like, I got you. Like
Yeah.
she's by definition the independent woman who does not do so by bringing men down.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jade definitely is at the top of the waifu list. Like there's maybe one character here that I think could trump her, but barely. But yeah, definitely at the top of the waifu list. In terms of like long-term partner. Miriam, date night maybe
Yeah, I
a
would say.
baddie?
I mean, I would probably give her at minimum date night because I wasn't really paying attention to her love story all that much. But what I do like about her is that she's meticulous. So if for whatever reason she ever grew to waifu status, I feel like she would be a good partner. Like she would legit like help keep you on track, take care of you, make sure things are done.
Yeah.
But I I don't know. I don't have enough interest in her, and honestly, I probably feel like I'd break her. She's tiny.
Yeah, she is.
She's very petite.
Definitely, yeah. So I think date night for her is where she belongs for the time being. Naya's, I'm unsure.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. Like, I'm trying. Does she have a love story?
I don't think so, but she doesn't really stand out. Like I know she's like meta and powerful in terms of like the gameplay, but
especially for PvP.
Yeah, but it's like
she's pretty.
Yeah,
but
it's just...
I don't know. Like, she doesn't really stand out to me aside from being a meta character. So she would get her cheeks clapped for sure.
I mean, maybe here, date night.
I would put her above Jacqueline because at least you can have an actual conversation.
Yeah, because Jacqueline's a robot.
Yeah, I mean, Jacqueline can have a conversation. It would just start to feel weird.
Yeah,
because you're effectively talking to AI.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put I'll put her right here. Yeah, I'll put her in the middle of the pack for date night. Petra, I think we've already said.
Yeah, no. I mean, she does not have the personality of a child, but she's got the absolute appearance of a child. So no.
Yeah, no. Same thing with Erica. Well, Erica, maybe is this safe? I don't know. What do you think?
I'm curious as well.
Yeah, we're unsure, but we're gonna put her here for now. Aki.
Yeah, that's waifu.
That's waifu.
But it's like, how does she compare to Jade, though?
I think I'm gonna put her below Jade. I almost want to put her above, but I'm gonna put her below only because of the resources that Jade has compared to Aki. But I think they both equally have shown like a ton of love and like are just overall very sweet. And they don't do anything crazy. Like, they're not like Ayame, who's gonna like kill an entire village just because they're not gonna do anything like that. They're straight up genuine. They love the savior. They'll take care of him. Yeah, Aki for sure gets number 2 spot in the waifu. And
I agree with that.
Adrienne.
So I know a lot of people like her, and I know she is a meta tank if you are lucky enough. I unfortunately have only ever gotten 2 copies, and that was through the Labyrinth. And I think I'm on chapter 2 of her love story. And,
yeah.
Like, she's a baddie. I know somebody who said that like Adrienne, like, in the face basically resembles her own. So I thought that was interesting. I was like, okay, that's a nice little visual. But yeah, she'd probably get waifu. The problem is I just don't know enough about her.
She's all about like justice. She's very like all about protecting people. She's pretty much the paladin,
right,
of the cast. And I did a little bit of her love story. She's all about protecting people. Obviously, she protects a savior. I'd say waifu status, maybe like towards like the middle of the pack, maybe, or like the lower middle.
I can see that.
Yeah,
like I can see her sense of justice potentially becoming a little bit insufferable as well.
Yeah, because you're just be like, okay, not everything is about that. But I'll give her waifu status, just because, she's generally a very good, she's a very good individual towards Savior. And brings us to our last and most recent character, Lizelot. She's actually a sweetheart too.
Yeah, I was surprised. She's it's weird how the demons, with the exception to Ayame's split personality, how the demons are like so kind and sweet and caring, but like with her, she's got step on me vibes. She also has waifu vibes, but then also, because of her like super youthful appearance, it's like, is she safe?
Yeah, I know. This one is tough because she's not mean at all. I mean, like the characters on Step on Me are way meaner than she is. Like, she's a total sweetheart.
Well, Vivian and Ira aren't even really mean. They just have that dominatrix appearance and attitude.
That's true.
Violette's also not really mean. She's just very controlling.
Yeah. Valana has been the only one that's been like a total meanie towards Savior. Like, she's really mean. I don't want to put her at waifu just because the appearance throws me off. Yeah. Like, her personality and her interactions with you, I think could put her at waifu. It's just that her appearance is a little, I question it. Yeah. But I don't want to put her on Is This Safe? I guess maybe here?
Potentially, yeah.
Because I don't think she's a date night.
Yeah, I mean, she, like I said, she does have some Step on Me vibes. Yeah. But, yeah, it's a tough one.
I'm gonna say here for now until we see more of her. Not waifu though. It's just her appearance. Like I said, it's just a little. She almost looks like a kid. Yeah. But.
And I'm gonna have to go back through her love story because the love story that I have seen of hers, I was intoxicated, so I don't remember.
Oh,
anything.
it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good love story. So
Actually, I remember one chapter, and that was when like she's teaching Petra, and like we're seeing a little bit more of Petra's personality.
Yeah, definitely. So,
But I don't remember enough of her love story, and I think I'm on like chapter 6 or 7 of it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's the list, guys. Just again, this is meant for fun. If you're looking for a meta tier list on gameplay, this is not it.
Yeah,
This is-
no. And I can certainly acknowledge that we probably have way too many on the waifu tier. However, as we mentioned at the beginning of this game makes it very, very
Yeah.
difficult. Like even like aside from the this that's a child, like all of these, and of course is this safe? All of them are difficult. Like,
Yeah.
because if I could, I'd probably wife them all up, with the exception of maybe Chloe because she's just too immature.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the game does such a good job with these
It
characters.
does, yeah. The story for Eversoul is what really, one of the aspects that will really draw you in, and it just really makes you appreciate and love all these characters. So this was fun doing this for sure, Asti.
Yeah.
Our very first, well, we've collabed before, but this is
Yeah.
our first collab where we're like
In
in
person.
person, which is awesome. Hopefully down the line we could do this again. Anything you want to tell the audience before we
Just remember that for every like and subscribe, a needy person's cheeks get clapped.
Good one. Yeah, and be sure to check out his social links. I'm leaving them down below in the video description as well as the pinned comments. He's also a creator, also trying to grow and, you know, be more out there on like Twitch and YouTube. So be sure to show my bro here some love. But it was great having you on here, brother.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do this again. Thank you for watching, everybody. Y'all take care now.